Yes, it's showtime. Dog Powell, James King in the building. K9 Bundrage. What's happening with you, Mr. King?
What's going on?
Oh
You
man.
traded the snow of Detroit for the Minnesota.
No, we ain't got no snow here in Detroit, boy. We in 60s, 70s. We feeling like Vegas. We feeling like California love.
Yeah, well, hey, that's good. That's
Yeah.
good.
It's wonderful. It's great. You talking some good. Oh man. We own it. Oh man, we
Yeah,
have
I
we
was
have hmm?
I was watching you a little bit last week.
Oh, you was.
Yeah, with what's his name, Ben?
Yeah, being Ashburn. Yeah. Being looking good, boy. I'm telling you, hey. People underestimating him because he's
Well,
a wrestler and UFC fighter, but
he ain't
you
gonna make
know,
no he ain't gonna make no dance with the stars.
no,
I
no, no, he ain't trying
mean,
to.
he ain't
Hey,
got no footwork.
oh man,
He ain't got no soul.
oh man, right? No, he be all right. Hey, Jake Paul don't either. Hey, no, absolutely. But hey, it is what it is. We got two two brothers not that comfortable or not that experienced about to step into the boxing ring. And I'm enjoying it. I appreciate being and we about to do damage. Do
now,
damage.
now
My name is
we know we know Carissa's talk about doing a little MMA.
yeah.
So I did. You pick up any little tricks while you was up there with Ben?
Oh man, he did wrestle me to the ground a few times. So so you just never know what to expect when you're in there with someone, you know, that does that kind of sport. Even though he's a boxer now, you know what I mean? You just don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like Mike Tyson say, everybody got a plan until they get hit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Absolutely. Right. Or frustrated.
Or frustrated.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know.
that's true. Boy. Because you get frustrated, you'll go back to do after me wrestling to the ground, he got a little frustrated. you I'll be talking slick too. I'll probably hit you with a jab. What you wanna do? This ain't MMA. Oh man, you didn't take that to the heart. He said, "Okay, take you down." Hey, ain't no referee here either. Me and you, I know where I can beat you in.
See, yeah. No, Scully is in Texas.
Oh yeah,
He, yeah, he's waiting for the result of his COVID test.
okay,
Uh, so that's yeah, he might be in, he might not. I mean, it's Texas. You know how they are.
yeah,
they do things on their schedule down there.
yeah.
Uh, but the other young man, Mister Tomlin,
Huh?
he'll be in. He's from Nashville, Tennessee, and
Okay,
he has a big following down there.
okay.
You know, we got one champion from Nashville already. You know, that's the hometown also of Caleb Plant.
Okay, okay, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
So this young man, he's a hometown Nashville boy, and we'll have him on at 7.
okay,
And if we get enough of his followers in, maybe we'll let a couple of them say a few words to him.
yeah,
You'll you can kind of handle that side because you can see who's coming in and who's not.
hmm
But
right, yeah.
uh,
We got a good fan base. Hopefully,
yes,
get,
well,
you know.
while we waiting for Scully, if he happens to show a couple things, I got for you here.
Okay, come on
You
with it.
know, well, what did you think about Lopez, the fight going to a purse bid,
Mm, yeah.
and then
Mm.
the high bidder is Thriller TV?
My peoples, yeah. That's what Ben's finna fight. The main event. They actually fighting on the undercard of our bout.
Well,
So
this is the same thing that they say they want to do with the Lopez fight. They
yeah,
want to put him as the undercard
yeah,
to an. But once again, now we get into this conversation that me and you have had.
yeah,
Even though that you're training, one of these guys.
yeah.
Why do we have part-time boxers making more money than full-time boxers?
Well, because part-time boxers, they don't have a fan base. I
You
mean,
mean full-time
full-time
fighters?
boxers don't have a fan base. Part-time boxers do. So you gotta go where the money is at. You know what I mean? And the networks, and they'll put even. I bet you Showtime. Now Showtime hasn't put on a YouTuber or none of that, right? But
No,
let
they do their next generation,
yeah,
and then they do the championship.
yeah,
That's the only
absolutely.
two they do.
But what I'm saying though is, if Jake Paul wanted to fight on their network versus somebody that's just up and coming, who you think they're gonna put on the undercard or as the main event? Jake Paul, some high YouTuber where they can get views, or someone that nobody knows who won't get views.
Well,
Hey,
now, is that going to be the blueprint for Al and everybody else?
well, it's different for Al. Al has the top fighters. You know what I mean? When you got the top fighters, you can't go wrong.
Teofimo's a champion.
Yeah.
But
But
I mean, come on, this is top rank.
it was
I
Spence.
mean,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, are you going to see, like, uh, okay, would Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford be an undercard to Logan Paul and whoever?
No, of course not, because we talking about superstars. There's a difference between regular stars and superstars. You got a superstar and it's a super bout, the fans gonna pay for that. But then when you got someone that's trying to get up there who's not actually there, then you got a YouTuber with 14 million subscribers, they're gonna actually beat that. They're gonna actually trump that. They're gonna actually, what I'm saying, people gonna support that more than they're gonna support somebody that don't have no followers. So
So, where does that put the sport of boxing? Is
I
does
mean,
that? I mean, yeah. I mean, so are we becoming, as the gladiator would say, are we? Are you entertained?
the sport
you,
of boxing has always been dirty. It's always been dirty. It's always been cutthroat.
I
So
know that. You don't have to tell me. Sometime I used to be there before the fighter got his pay, so I
I
know how
you
dirty it
know
can
that.
be.
It's dirty. So it's been like that. It act like it's some brand new stuff happening right now. It's been crazy, been dirty. Come on, man. We done had Don King, you know what I'm saying? Got people signing blank contracts. Come on, man. They act like, hey, we can't get brand new. It's always been crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's always been crazy. Man, the parachute flew into the ring. Mike Tyson to bit somebody's ear off. Come on, it's always been crazy. It's always been crazy. So what? So a YouTuber coming in and being the main event, that ain't crazier than Mike Tyson biting somebody's ear off. Right or
Well,
wrong?
but he didn't just bite anybody's ear off. He bit Evander Holyfield's
Yeah,
ear off.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know, I mean, it might not have been the same if he had bit off Mitch Green's ear. You
Oh
know,
man, yeah, yeah. But hey, listen, an ear is an ear. It was a human's ear. It wasn't a pig ear. You know what I'm saying? It was a human's ear. Now,
I
don't get me
wonder.
wrong though. Evander Holyfield was headbutting him. Nobody was saying anything about that. But I mean, hit him with a low blow. Hit him with a low blow. Don't bite his ear off. You know, hit him in the throat. Hit him in the throat. Kick him. You can kick him. Elbow him. But out of all things, he bit his ear off. Wow, that's a crazy man for you right there. That day, that man was crazy, super crazy. I would have never did that. I would have bit his ear off. No,
Well,
no.
yeah. Maybe about halfway through, it started, tasting like, pig ears or something. I don't know. Hey, I ain't
Yeah,
never bit nobody's ear off. I don't know, but I mean, I'm just saying.
yeah.
But but let's talk about what happened the other night.
Yeah,
Because Miss Clarissa Shields is
yeah,
now a two-time, was it two division world champ now?
undisputed.
Undisputed two divisions.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. Hey, she man, she claimed herself as being a GOAT, and I can't argue with her. I mean, what other male or female has done what she's done? She's the fastest to win world championships in multiple divisions. She done claimed every division out. There's no female that I see that know that can actually catch up with her or do the things
She
she's doing.
she's the greatest of this time,
Yeah,
but the greatest of all time,
yeah.
um, I'm still out on that.
Well, what female is better than her? What female has accomplished as much as her?
Wait a minute, now hold it down. I said for this time
Yeah,
because back in the day, even
yeah,
Layla Ali
yeah.
never had her own pay per view.
Okay.
Even Layla Ali
Yeah,
wasn't able to move up as fast as Clarissa Shields. So you know, but I mean, uh, if you ask me at any time who my greatest woman of all time as
yeah.
far as the boxing, I'm gonna say Ann Wolf all day.
Okay, okay.
So
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, even though she never fought, Layla Ali
yeah.
and all that, but
Right, right.
as far as who she fought, and as
Yeah,
far as who's being the toughest
yeah,
and who could hit the hardest,
yeah,
I would have I'm
yeah.
going with Ann Wolf.
Well,
And that's not disrespecting Layla Ali or Clarissa Shields. That's just my opinion.
hey, exactly. Freedom of speech, free will, free will,
Yeah,
free will.
yeah.
Hey,
So I mean,
yeah, yeah. I would have loved to saw if they were both in their prime, Clarissa
oh,
Shields and Ann Wolf. That
oh my
oh
goodness,
man,
yes,
yeah.
yes, yes.
But I
You know,
still, to this day, though, I think Ronda Rousey is the female that set the bar high to open the doors for all female combat sports. She,
I will definitely agree with that. You have no, there's I have to agree with that. I mean,
yeah,
she opened up doors
man,
that wouldn't have normally been opened.
absolutely,
And the fact, that usually after you see a Caucasian woman open up doors,
yeah,
it's usually for just Caucasians, but she opened up the doors for everybody.
absolutely,
I mean, whether
absolutely,
you were, whether
yeah,
you were Latin, whether you were black, whether you were Asian, she
yeah,
opened up door, and not just for women, but also for some of the lighter weights of men. You know, like when you start talking about the guys that were around 118, 112,
yeah,
the smaller guys,
yeah.
you know.
Because look, when she listen, it used to be a time you see a female get hit in the face, and you like, oh no, but she made it okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you
Yeah,
know.
he made it okay. I tell you, Ronda Rousey, when she finally lost, it was over. You know what I mean? But she helped females like Clarissa. She helped all these females to where people don't mind watching a female get hit in the face. I'm telling
Well,
you, boy.
no, what she made it comfortable for
Yeah,
people to watch a woman get
yeah.
hit in the face and pay to see it.
Exactly. I ain't that comfortable seeing female get hit in the face though. Yeah,
Well, but you watched the fight though, didn't you?
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, okay, okay.
Yeah,
You
I will.
you,
Yes, she good. I watch her. I watch Clarissa. You know what I mean?
yes,
I order pay per view from Ronda Rousey was fighting. I ordered her
yeah.
because she
See,
had a name, and
yeah.
she
So
in the movie too.
so
Go, she played in Fast and Furious.
right, she was in the movie too, but
She's in
see,
the movie. See?
and like I said, it was
Yeah,
comfortable. It was
yeah,
comfortable enough for
yeah.
you to buy it. You
Absolutely.
didn't see it for free.
Yeah,
You paid for it.
yeah.
So evidently you was
What's the call?
comfortable with what was
Yeah.
going on.
What's the young lady name again? They call her the Coleman daughter. The Coleman I'm trying to think. Christy Martin. There we go. Christy Martin. She another one. You got to take your head out to her. She
Well,
set the bar high too. She opened the doors too, to a certain extent. She was
well,
the
well,
one of
Christy
the
Martin
yeah,
opened up the doors not only because of her toughness, but
yeah,
because of her whole story, what she
yeah,
went through with her husband, the
yeah.
abuse, the whole 9 yards. So, you know,
Uh-huh.
she made things famous from a different level.
Yeah,
I mean, Ronda Rousey was what we would call the real deal.
yeah.
She didn't have to depend on so much of a backstory.
Right,
You know,
right. But
you know.
Christian Bale was tough too, though. That she
Oh
was
yeah, yeah, yeah. She was tough, but like I said,
yeah,
during the time that she was fighting, you didn't know about the abuse and all that stuff. All that came out afterwards.
yeah,
And that made her last even longer than probably what she would have, because
yeah,
remember, in the middle of her career
right.
is when she ended up having things come out of the
Yeah,
almost getting killed and stuff like that, and then
absolutely.
so I
Yeah,
mean, things happened to propel her, whereas
absolutely.
with Ronda Rousey, it was her performance
Yeah.
that made people want to watch her.
And Christy Martin, she promoting fights now. I don't
Yeah, yeah.
I don't
We
know.
if whether you remember, you might not remember, but we've actually had her on the show.
Okay, okay, man. We done had everybody on the show. I mean, from Debbie
Well,
Haney
hey,
to
I'm just that's what I'm saying. So all you got, think of one. I mean, we
yeah,
had uh, what's the one that promoted James Tony? She's been on the show.
Jackie.
Jackie, yeah.
Absolutely.
As a
Yeah,
matter of fact, as soon as I can, we're going to get her back on the show because,
yeah,
like I said before, a lot of the fighters that we've
yeah.
had on, the young up and
Mhm.
comers,
Yeah,
those have been her guys.
absolutely.
So,
Yeah. Hey, she promoted James Tony. She got a movie
yeah,
about her too.
yeah, she got
First break. Matt Stewart
it's
gave her
on.
her first break.
It's on HBO.
Right.
It was on HBO. I remember that.
Yeah.
And I mean, like I said, she's still promoting fighters. And uh, it was Terry Woods. I
Yeah.
think we've had her on the show. She promotes
Yeah.
female fighters.
Mhm.
Um, uh, so yeah, I mean,
Oh,
we
wait till my daughter get out here. See my daughter? Oh man. AB, always boxing. Ariel Bundrage, she cold. Oh man. Wait till y'all see her. Oh man. Hey JK. Man, she a beast. She a dog. Hashtag dogs us. Let's go, SB. Let's go, AB.
so you gonna have you gonna have a man's world champion and a female world champion.
Oh man. Only if the wifey allow it. So doubt it. The wifey allow it, I sure doubt it. What a rap. I'm still rhyming. Yeah. Hey, everybody that's tapping in, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. And y'all can cash app us. Yes, indeed, you can cash.
Well,
You can
if
donate
you
to
want to,
the chat.
K9,
Huh?
you can let some of them in to say a few words if you want to. We got a few
Yeah.
here.
Hey, can you put the link?
Yeah.
Send a link to Earl's Shoulders. SB. Yeah, no, the link. Just the link to have him on the show. Yeah, you can tap in. Drop it in the chat. Let's get Earl. Let's get the Earl Lee Shoulders in the building. See if he want to come on.
Ask him. All you gotta do is ask him.
Yeah,
You can
yeah,
see.
yeah. And Vino, either one. Vino. Just hit the link. If you hit the link, y'all want to come on the show, hit the link.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, I was uh, I saw you doing the pay per view with
Yeah.
Clarissa doing the round by round.
Uh-huh.
Uh, what did you think of that first opening bout? The young lady, I mean, she was a young bantamweight. I think
Yeah.
she stopped her opponent in, what was it, the fifth round?
Yeah, yeah. I'm trying to figure out. I think you know what the young lady actually fought on my undercard when I fought here at Dearborn. Oh yeah, she trained at the Mayweather's gym, so she was good, tough. I'm happy for her too because she seemed like she was hungry, and just a lot of people that's hungry don't get the opportunities like myself. But she got one, she took advantage of it, and I'm happy for her. Same as me. When I got my opportunity, I took full advantage of it. Absolutely. Yeah.
And what did you think of? What was she a heavyweight?
I wish it
Young, she, she, she,
heavyweight.
well, she used to play basketball.
Oh,
That's where I had seen her before. She
yeah,
played college basketball,
I
and
got you.
I think she played pro basketball too. But
Okay, okay. Yeah,
that's where I'd heard the name from. So it
I
was kind of
commentated her match. I commentated her last fight at the Crunk Gym. I
okay.
was yeah, Demetrius Salidas Promotions actually paid me, to commentate at the Crunk Gym. It was a closed show because of COVID. And
Uh,
man, she won her last fight too. I just wonder why it took her so long to get to the level she at now. Like she's in her 30s. And I mean, and that's kind of old. I guess when it comes to females, it ain't that bad, I guess. But nowadays, what
for
the
females, that's a little old.
hey,
It's harder on a
yeah,
30-year-old female,
yeah.
I think, than it is a 30-year-old man. And I'm
Well,
not saying that as
yeah,
being a chauvinist or
yeah,
nothing.
yeah. But hey, she got experience though. She a medalist. I don't know if it's the gold medal she won or the bronze, but she got experience, so she don't have to wait to actually, fight or fight for a title. So she straight. Now, if she was in her 30s and was just trying to get out there, then it'd be a different ball game. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Okay. And then, of course, the performance that Clarissa put on.
yeah.
What would you give her? A, B, or C?
Um. Well, I would actually give her. I would say a B, B plus, because only reason why I ain't giving her an A plus because she didn't get the knockout. And if she got the knockout, I gave her A plus. I gave her a B plus just because she didn't get the knockout. But she looked good because she hasn't fought in a minute, and then she still fought against someone that was undefeated, who didn't want to get knocked out, who didn't put themselves out there to get knocked out. So, you know, I had to give her a B plus. B plus is still high. You know what I mean? I could easily give her an A plus because she won another belt. She's undisputed. Undisputed. Let me rewind that. She's undisputed in another weight class at junior middleweight, my favorite weight division. That's my weight division too, junior middleweight. So, but yeah, I give her a B plus.
Okay.
Give her. What you give her?
I gave her a B.
You gave her a B.
And I
Okay.
gave her a B,
All
and
right.
like I said,
B plus or B
and
minus?
well, I mean,
I mean, what?
B plus if she had knocked her, at least knocked her down, you know. But like you said, though, the girl really didn't come
Yeah.
to fight. I
Right.
mean,
Exactly.
she didn't come to exchange. She
Yeah.
she did what she had to do
Yeah.
to make sure that she survived.
Absolutely. But you gotta
So
remember too, at the end of the day, the young lady was 17-0 with 0 knockouts. Never saw that in my life. Let me rewind that. She was 17-0 with 0 knockouts. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I said, "Hold on, something ain't right." She had 0 knockouts. She ain't got 1 knockout. She don't got knockout. She don't have no knockouts. I was surprised about that one. I never saw that in my life. A person 17-0 with no knockout.
um.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
Canelo,
Yeah. Oh yeah. What about him?
his opponent, they threw in the towel at the end of the
Yeah.
third round.
Mhm.
So he actually went to cash his check quicker than Amir Khan.
Yeah.
But
That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, are you starting to believe now? Well, it depends on your opinion of Billy Joe Sanders.
Okay.
Because I still don't think that Canelo's fighting the best. I think he's fighting fights that he knows that he should win. And like I
Hey,
said,
that's
and,
all
and
good business. Yeah, that's smart.
well, it's not only smart, but it also takes care of all of that money that he was supposed to make, because now, remember, he's his own promoter. He's not with Golden Boy anymore.
Hey, smart man.
So therefore,
Mhm.
I mean, yes,
Yeah.
he has, he's a smart man to take fights that he knows that he can win.
Absolutely.
But
But but
can you call him the GOAT when he's not fighting the best?
right. We just, you know what? You just gotta say he's the best right now. Since Mayweather has retired, he's the best businessman in boxing as a fighter. Hey, you know, at the end of the day, when he retired, nobody's gonna care to see him like they care to see him now. And if he end up punch drunk, if he end up with another loss on his record, if he end up making less money, guess what? That's gonna be him. It's not gonna be us. People will root for you and be a diehard fan, but as soon as you gone, can nobody care about you no more. Look at Jermaine Taylor. Jermaine Taylor. People were rooting for him and giving him all his flowers and everything. Now he done, you know what I'm saying? He done ended up going through all kind of stuff because of them headshots in jail, out of jail. Man shot his cousin, all kind of stuff, and nobody's reaching out to him. Look at Gerald McCullum. Gerald McCullum was in a coma, world champion. Nobody is trying to do anything for him. I mean, no hellos, no. But when you in the ring, oh man, yeah, you was the best, this and that. But when it's over, it's over. So you got to
Alex-
do what's best for you, and that's what Canelo is doing.
Aguero is still fighting.
Huh?
Aguero is still fighting.
Aguela who?
Alexis.
He is?
Yeah, he's still fighting. He just fought. What? Let's see. He been fighting every year since he fought Canelo, right?
I thought he was fighting for his life. I thought you talking about in that kind of way. You talking about Alexis, right?
He's still, yeah. I mean, no, yeah. I
Man,
mean,
how old is
hey,
he? How old is he?
how old is how old is he's too old to be in the ring. I know that, but he still gets
Okay,
fighting.
then.
Yeah,
Okay, then. Hey, little
yeah,
DJ.
but
My
he's
fighter
making
right
more.
there. I want to say what up to my fighter right there, man. He did good, man. He gonna be a world champion one day. Keep up with it. He gonna be all right. Little DJ, we was boxing training today. Boy, good. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anybody that wants to come in and say a few
Yeah.
words, all they have to do is just hit the link.
Yeah, little
You
DJ,
know,
hit the link, man. Hit the link. Tap in.
Billy Joe's still a champion. Canelo's going for the belts. So are we saying it's wrong for Canelo to fight another champion? I never said it was wrong. For what I said was,
Yeah.
and K9, you can do the rewind.
Yeah.
I
Go ahead.
said Canelo was taking fights that he knew he could win.
Yeah.
And I didn't say he was wrong for it, because he did get, what was it, 11 fight contract with the Zone.
Yeah.
So like I said, and I've said this when he fought the first fight,
Yeah.
until he gets around 8 or 9, it's going to be a while before he fights somebody that puts it in jeopardy. I mean, he's not going to fight a Boo Boo or a Charlo, or go to 168 and fight. I'd like to see him fight Ramirez at 168, the kid that we had on the show that was 40-0.
Oh, that big boy.
Yeah, well,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, if you want to fight it, you went up to light heavyweight and got a title, right?
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
so NL, yeah, I want to see him fight another champion, but I don't want to see him fight another milk toast champion. Let's go, if he
Right.
wants to fight a champion, then fight a champion. Go up there, and fight somebody, that's, I mean, hey.
He done stole Mayweather's blueprint.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Fight people past their prime, like when he fought Kovalev. or he's fighting people that have belts that he know he gonna beat. And
Right. Right.
that's what he did.
As soon as he beat Kovalev, he gave the belt up.
Absolutely.
Because he because he know that
Yeah.
there's some other Kovalev beaters in there in that
Right.
same weight class that
Yeah.
he don't want no part of.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Boxing done
yeah.
got to a point where it's out of control. So it ain't the best don't have to fight the best no more. You know, you can get out here and get from out of in and out of contracts. Canelo was with Golden Boy, boom, got away from Golden Boy, boom. Now he with his own, boom. After his own 1 or 2 fights, he gonna do his own thing. Might sign with PBC. It's just all over the place right now. And it wasn't like that back in the days. You know, the best fought the best. You was in a contract with your manager for like 10 years. You weren't able to go nowhere. So you had to do what you had to do. And that's how, you know, boxing became the greatest sport in the world. Now it's different. The best ain't gotta fight the best. But if you got a country behind you, you ain't gotta fight the best, you know, because the country gonna follow you wherever you go and they're gonna order the fight and support you. So that's why these YouTubers are getting in the game and doing what they're doing.
ShortFuse. Who's ShortFuse?
Yeah, I don't know.
That might be that might be our guess. He's his last name is Tomlin, so you know he's all right with me. You know,
Yeah.
even if he's an undefeated fighter,
Uh,
uh, I know he's not akin to Mike, but hey, it's all right.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Hello,
yeah,
not fighting Andre Ward. Andre Ward retired.
I agree with both of you. Makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's Tyler that's there. Ask Tyler if he wants to come on a little early.
yeah.
Yeah, he can come on. Send Tyler the link. Well, he has the link, so if he wants to
Yeah,
come on early
absolutely.
and talk with us, that's fine. Like I said, we can call it if we get some callers from Nashville.
Yeah,
They can say a few words to him, and in the
yeah,
meantime, we can carry on. So Tyler, if you want to punch in early, you're free to do it.
absolutely.
Uh, but yeah, his nickname is ShortFuse.
Oh,
So
I saw that. I saw
so,
that.
we're going to ask him a little about that too. How do you
Yeah,
get how do you get that particular moniker? But
yeah. That's my
as I
guy.
was saying,
Yeah, short fuse.
let's see.
Yeah,
Canelo.
I agree.
Terry says Canelo's been waiting for the chance to lose.
Yeah,
Then he fights. Then he fights for the belt.
oh,
Yeah,
man. Hey, smart.
you know.
Oh, smart man.
Yeah. But I mean, hey, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Ain't that what y'all used to tell me?
Hey, yes, ain't nothing changed. And you gotta remember, if he fight Benavidez will beat the brakes off Canelo. Canelo too little. Man, hey, listen, he'll put Canelo in the grave. Canelo ain't trying to see that man at all. He saw
he
what's
ain't trying.
he
He ain't trying to see Boo Boo.
Ooh, boo boo.
He ain't trying to see Boo Boo either.
You just boo on the
And
show. He was
or
on our show, that's why you saying that.
what?
I said you just saying that because he was on the show. I think if he
Hey,
fought Boo Boo,
I like Boo
he'd beat
Boo.
Boo Boo.
What?
I
You
think
think
he'd beat Boo Boo.
you think you'll be Boo Boo? You
Yeah.
think you'll
Oh
be
yeah.
okay? Then
Yeah.
I think if we had a bout between Boo Boo and Charlo,
Yeah.
who do you think? And the winner had to would get a fight with Canelo. Who would
I
be
think
fighting Canelo?
I think I
Charlo
think
or Boo Boo?
I think now let me say it like this. I think Boo Boo could beat Charlo some years ago when he was calling Charlo out. But he done got that bag now. He done got settled, done bought him some cribs. And now I think Charlo will beat him. You
so,
know, but before,
so in other words, now in front of all this audience,
yeah,
and everybody know Boo Boo, you didn't call him soft because he didn't. You do call Boo Boo soft now because he ain't got a little money.
Yeah. Hey, man, I'm not saying he's relaxed.
He- so
Yeah.
so so he's not the Pillsbury Doughboy, but he could be the Michelin Man. That's what you saying.
Say it again. Say it one more
I say he ain't the Pillsbury Doughboy, you know, the big one, but he could be the Michelin Man. He relaxed now. He you know can't I do something else, man? I really, but
Nah,
you know,
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
because I mean, look at you and you ain't relaxed yet. You still in the ring.
No. Every time I got relaxed, I lost my title. So I know about being relaxed. That's what I'm saying. Do it. I know about being relaxed. Man, you know, when I was fighting regularly, man, I couldn't be beat. I was knocking guys out 1 round, 2 rounds. Once I started fighting once a year, man, it was like I lost the title. I got hungry. Oh man, I got to get my title back. Got the title. I said, I inhaled, exhaled. Man, and it's dangerous. I'm telling you. Yeah, I get hungry when I'm hungry. But then when I'm eating, I ain't as hungry. When that bread came, when I got that belt, I said, "Oh, y'all can't tell me nothing. I'm good."
You ate too much salad, huh? You got
Uh,
you ate the salad and the breadsticks and
man.
forgot that the shrimp was coming.
Yeah, hey, listen, I saw that. Hey, listen, I saw that bag, and I was like, "Man, I'm good. I'm about to sit back and chill. I fight when I want to fight." You know?
NL says, "Do you think Caleb Plant versus Canelo is a good fight?" I think I've mentioned this before. No, I do not think it's a good fight. I think it's another fight that Canelo would win hands down.
What?
Caleb Plant is a boxer. He does not have enough strength to keep Canelo off of him. They call him sweet hands for a reason. They don't call him sweet knockouts.
Yeah.
So you go and look at the record. I mean,
I just
Cable Truax just took him 12 rounds, right?
Styles make fights. Styles
Right,
make fights now. A
right.
fight against Canelo, he gonna get up for
Just,
that fight.
yeah, he's gonna get up. Hey, it'll be a good fight for about 6 rounds. And then after that, and especially if Canelo attacks him, because like I said, he can't. He has nothing. Him, he has nothing to take Canelo off of him. It's kind of like you and
Mayweather.
Spinks. No, it's kind of like you and Spinks.
Okay.
Spinks had no way to keep you
Hmm.
off his behind. When you decided to get up in his chest, you ran right up in there. And
Yeah.
that's the same. And Canelo could do the same thing with Plant. Now, for 5 or 6 rounds, Plant could outbox him.
I
But
don't
that
know, man.
but that energy that it's going
Yeah.
to take for him to outbox Canelo is going to probably let him down at the end of the fight. That's why.
Only way I see Caleb Plant beating. I mean, I see Canelo beating
But
Caleb Plant is experience. That's it. Because Caleb Plant is a good fighter. He don't have the experience that Canelo has, but he has the size. He has the size. He has the youth, and he has the skill. Now, the experience, if he was to lose, it'd be because of experience. Canelo has about almost 60 fights, 60 pro fights. Let me rewind that. He has almost 60 pro fights. That's a lot of experience. And he's done fought some of the best fighters there is out here, whether they old, washed up or not. Fought Floyd Mayweather, fought Miguel Cotto. He fought Kovalev, the Crusher. So, I mean, he done fought some good fights, man. He done fought, Shane Mosley. I mean, win, lose, or draw, he done fought the best. I'm talking about he done fought some good fighters, man. Some top guys. At one point in time, Kirkland was
he done fought some top names.
fighters too. Yeah, names, fighters. I mean,
But they haven't. I mean, even when you talk about Kovalev,
yeah.
that wasn't the same Kovalev, that we saw fight Andre Ward twice.
Oh no,
So
no.
so I
Yeah,
mean,
it was. Yes, it was. He was the same one. when we saw fight Andre Ward twice.
No, 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 no,
Guys
no,
got
no,
hit
no,
with
no.
shots and lost.
No, he might he might have had 2 losses to Andre Ward, but
It was
if you remember that first fight that he had,
yeah.
if it was not for that man in his corner, Andre Ward might have lost that fight. Not
Yeah.
a second. And
Man,
so
hey,
so are you actually putting Canelo and Andre Ward in the same sentence in your mouth?
yes, I am. Why wouldn't I? Man, I mean,
Because Canelo is nowhere near in the same class as Andre Ward.
oh no, of course he's not. No, of course he's not.
Okay, then so how I mean, comparing what Andre Ward's 2 fights to Canelo's fight. I mean, you're right. They're 3 losses, but those was 3 different fights. And at least that first fight,
Yeah.
if he had fought, if Kovalev had been able to put the effort into that Canelo fight that he put into that first Andre Ward fight,
Yeah.
might have been a little different outcome.
Man, I'm just saying that him and Andre Ward beat the same guy. Kovalev was not the same after the Andre Ward fight.
Right. So Andre Ward actually softened him up for Canelo.
Absolutely. But
wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Damon says he thinks Canelo beats Benavidez. He'll pick Benavidez apart. Too much skill. Canelo has beaten bigger guys.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. Hey, he got a point. But I do not agree with him. Canelo.
I don't either. I think if Benavidez hit that chin.
Oh my goodness. Benavidez walk around weighing 200 plus pounds. Canelo is a small middleweight, not light heavyweight, not super middleweight. He's a small junior middleweight. And he is too little for Benavidez. Benavidez hits like a mule kick. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, we all have our opinions. Like you said, I mean, Triple G was taller but not bigger. Okay. What's that got to do with Benavidez?
That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
Plus Benavidez hits like that young Triple G, not the old one, not the one that we seeing now, but Benavidez hits. Well,
yeah.
See, Canelo against Benavidez would be a war. See, if it's a war, Benavidez wins. If it's a boxing match, Canelo wins.
Yeah.
So if you make it a war, Benavidez wins.
Exactly. Yeah. Look, he had a war with Triple G, and Triple G is past his prime, in my opinion.
Yes, he is.
Nowhere near his prime. It's a big difference.
Do I hear ShortFuse? Benavidez didn't move too much though. Canelo has a great defense. Yeah, well, like I said, a lot of times, that defense goes out the window once you get hit. Tony Harris had a great defense for 11 rounds. What can I say? K9, they say they can't hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, you're back now. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I see ShortFuse in the queue now.
Okay, well, bring him on. Let's see what's happening.
All right, absolutely.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Y'all hear my audio?
Yes, sir. We can hear you. What's happening, man?
All right, great.
Oh yeah, you Hollywood boy. You got everything.
Hey, I got my guys set up.
Yeah, I see.
Now, I had the fortunate time to spend a little time in Fort Campbell, Kentucky. And as you know, a lot of the guys from Fort Campbell come down to Nashville, kind of party down there, and look to Nashville
Getting some
for.
overlapping audio.
Can you hear me now? Is that better?
ShortFuse.
Hold up. Yeah, I hear you now. There we go. That's better for sure.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
As I was saying, a lot of the soldiers from Fort Campbell used to come down there on the weekend, and we use that kind of entertainment. Everybody thinks Nashville is just a country western town, but it's a whole lot more than that. Tell us about Mario was telling me that you grew up in
audio's all
Nashville.
messed up. I'm hearing myself. Y'all might need to cut that off. Is that why? I'm sorry, guys. We're having a little technical difficulties.
Yeah, we're getting some kind of feedback from there.
Yeah. No, I'm hearing myself late. Getting late feedback.
ShortFuse, boy, looking like Jake Paul back there.
Looking like what?
Jake Paul.
Oh, I don't know about all that. I don't know if that's a compliment or not.
You don't look like a boxer. You ain't gotta look like a boxer to be one, though.
Oh no, we can get down. Yeah, we've gotten that a couple times.
Okay. Okay.
I know when I was backstage with Rasheed Warren and all those other guys, they're saying I look more like a movie star than I did a boxer.
There you go. And you got your setup, everything set up like you about to, you know what I'm saying? I see you got the guitar back there like you about to go and do your thing.
Well,
y'all hear what I'm dealing with? Yeah. I cannot hear.
Uh-oh.
It's all feedback through the headphones.
Yeah, too
apologize, guys. We'll get it right here in a second.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. He got technicians back there. We'll be all right.
Yeah, they'll take care of it.
Or
somebody guitar though. I definitely can't do any music. I'm from Music City, but that's not my thing.
Okay. You got that back there looking smooth, and you just got it looking sweet on purpose then, huh?
So tell us about growing up in Nashville, man. High school, all that was in Nashville?
Oh man, my high school wasn't in Nashville. I'm actually from Cheatham County. It's just right outside of Nashville. So I guess it's more of a small rural town. So yeah, we're a little bit outside of it. But in the amateur scene in Nashville, there weren't a ton of guys around. So it's, we had to always travel. And the times we were fighting, we're actually at some of the regional and national competitions. So that was our work. That was our sparring. So going pro, felt like we were set back a little bit. Oh, man, this feedback. Regional and national competitions. So that was our work. That was our sparring. So I'm hearing myself like 15 seconds after I talk. I know I'm off.
Do you have a mic rather than the headphones?
Yeah, I think it's a headphone issue. Yeah, I've got my mic on here.
Yeah, well, maybe you're getting the feedback for the mic and the headphones. Try it with just the mic on and without the headphones.
Can I get the audio from somewhere else and use the mic?
Uh-oh.
Do you have a mic without headphones?
Hey, James, what is this record?
Or
James?
all in one, maybe.
JK, what's his record?
Yeah, now you got me. I had it on. I had it all up here. Now you got me all. Let me see.
Okay.
I can't tell you. Can I get them back up here?
Uh-oh. Hey, ShortFuse, can you hear me?
I can hear you. I'm just getting feedback after I talk for about 10 seconds there.
Yeah,
But I hear you for a second now.
Hey, did you tell anyone that you was gonna be on the show tonight? Because I see people.
Yeah. We started sharing up on Facebook. Said we're gonna be on about 9 p.m. So we'll probably have guys start rolling in.
Okay, yeah, I see.
Not even a little bit.
Glad to see you.
Yeah. We started sharing up on Facebook. Said we're gonna be on about 9 p.m. So we'll probably have guys start rolling in.
Okay, yeah, I see.
Not even a little bit. Can we just cut this out and do audio over there or something?
I'm saying the whole signal is behind. When it was just playing throughout here, it was behind as well.
Can we just cut this out? Hey, there we go. I see some comments there anyways.
Yeah.
I see some Steelers stuff, and you making a Tomlin comment earlier. They got that relation there.
yeah. Hey, as long as your name's Tomlin, man, you can come on the show every day. It's all right with me. You know.
They hear the feedback too.
They hear the feedback?
Well, now we hear you fine.
Oh, it is coming through better now?
Yeah. I think so. How's it on your end?
Not great, but I'm making it work.
Yeah.
So, getting back to your amateur sparring and what you were saying now.
Yes,
So what did you have to do? You had to go out of town to get your sparring.
Yeah, that's a lot of it. Even now, is we're having to travel. We're going to Houston to spar. Going out there with Austin Trout and Shaquille Foster, some of those guys. That's a lot of our training camps now. Is we're gonna have to start sparring. We've got a couple of pros here, like Austin Dulé, and a pretty good amateur crowd now out in Fort Campbell that we've been sparring with. But to get that high level sparring that I need and what I need to grow my career, we're definitely gonna have to start traveling, going out to Houston, go places like Vegas, getting some training camps and get that good work in.
Yeah, you mentioned Fort Campbell. That's that's my home there, 101st, my man.
Oh man, thank you for service.
I appreciate that. Yeah, like I said, I'm kind of familiar with Naptown, as we used to call it. I don't know that you might have a different name now, but how did you get started in boxing, being in a little rural town in Tennessee?
Well, I actually wanted to do MMA growing up. Watching a lot of UFC, everything else, that's what I feel like a lot of young kids wanted to do. But the only thing in town was a boxing gym. That was with Richie Plant, Caleb Plant. So we started there, figured we'd get good with our hands and kind of go from there. And boxing just stuck. We loved it. Me and my brother both got into it. My brother had a pretty lengthy amateur career too. And he has a good office job now. Doesn't like getting punched in the face anymore, but yeah, it's better now. But I happen to stick with it, and it's been working out pretty well for us so far.
Yeah, I would say you're undefeated as a pro.
Yes, sir.
10-0 with 6 knockouts. Even an old guy like me knows that's 60%.
Yes, sir.
So that means you got a little pop there. You're fighting at super lightweight?
We've been fighting a lot at super lightweight, but we're going to get down into lightweight because that's where all the action is right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Talking about down there with Devontae Davis and them, right?
Yeah.
Woo, Ryan.
Hey, there's some dogs down there. There's some dogs down there, but I want to be a part of it.
Yeah, who you think right now is the best in that weight class?
Who do I think's the best right now? Is probably Tefimo, but I want to see him fight some other guys outside of Lomachenko.
Yeah, exactly. But he did beat what's the guy, Comey? He did beat
Comey. He made quick work of him too, and I know Comey's good.
Exactly. So I mean, he has to be the number one guy right now.
Oh yeah, I would have to agree with you there.
You get there, right?
Yeah, until I get there. I'm working my way up now. It's going to be a little while. I'm pretty self-aware. I know I got some stuff to work on. We're in the gym every day working on it. We're going to keep getting better, and eventually we're going to get to that level.
Hey, words is powerful, though. You know what I'm saying? You ready right now. You got to say, I'm ready right now.
Oh, no. I'm ready, no doubt.
Okay.
But I will be even more ready in 2 years.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I got you.
Now you got a 69-inch reach,
Yes, sir.
which is pretty good for a guy that's 5'8", and
Yes, sir.
talking about going down to the lightweight division. That would give you some substantial reach advantage over a lot of guys. But with 6 knockouts, are you a boxer, or are you a guy that adjusts on the fly after that first punch?
Well, I like to think I'm pretty diverse in my skill set. I can fight inside, I can fight outside. It really just depends on whatever the guy in front of me is doing. So whatever they're doing, I adjust to it and account for it. And if I fight from the outside, I can do it. So it's really whatever I feel like I need to do to win the fight.
Right now, you're ranked number 70 by the USA. Do you think that your next fight should be able to put you in the top 50?
Well, I was originally ranked like 52 at lightweight, and this past fight, my guy came in a little overweight, so I fought him at 140, and then they took me up to super lightweight and knocked me all the way back to 70. So once I get ranked back in my regular weight class, I'll be down around 55, 56 probably. And yeah, we're always looking for guys with a better record, everything else to fight and move us up in those rankings. So it's just find the right guys and climbing the ladder.
Okay, now let's see. I see you fought in Chattanooga. You've had 4 fights in Nashville.
Yeah,
A couple of places I've been, the Fairgrounds Arena, of course. State National Fairgrounds of Sports Arena. Yeah, okay. So you said that you're not a music guy, but so how did you get such a big following in Nashville? I mean, you mentioned Caleb Plant, and we've known Caleb ever since. I think the first time we had Caleb on the plant, he was 6-0 or something like that.
Oh, cool.
But so we've had a real long-standing relationship with Caleb. How did you get? How was your relationship with Caleb and his father? How long did you train with him?
Oh yeah, our relationship with Caleb's always been great, but most of the time we were together was when I was real young, just getting started in my amateur career. And he was actually doing a lot of kickboxing and boxing as well, but he was still amateur, hadn't gone pro yet. Last time I really seen him, talk to him, was when we were fighting in Bridgestone Arena. I was fighting on his undercard under Premier Boxing. So that was a pretty cool experience just to see us both being so young. Of course, I was like 10, 11 years old at the time, and then coming together on such a big stage and packing the place out.
So how do you account for your popularity? I mean, is it as K9 said, you got those movie star looks. Hey, like you said, you're in one of the entertainment capitals of the world, so you got that female backing, or
well, I hope I got that female back, and I hope the looks are playing into it.
Yeah.
I can always run with that, but a lot of it's just we've built such an awesome fan base in our community, and we just seen it grow out. And just Cheatham County's been amazing to us. We're trying to grow that fan base in Nashville and keep it rolling. I know when we fought at Bridgestone, we almost sold the place out even before the main card had showed up. So we're going to keep growing that fan base, fighting on different cards, reaching out and growing in different areas. I know Mario's getting my name out there too with some of the publicist stuff. Get my name out in the boxing world, and we're just going to keep on growing and keep on rolling with it.
I see Mandy K here. Is there something?
That's my mom right there. Yeah.
That's mom?
Yeah, that's mom.
How does mom feel about you getting punched in the face?
Well, that's always been a really interesting topic. Y'all know boxing. Boxing takes up so much time. If you're really committed to the sport and really learning the science of it all, You're in the gym every single day. You're traveling to spar. You're traveling to fight. And my mom, she's always been very supportive of me. And at the fights, she likes to have a great time, even if it is super stressful for herself. But huge thank you to my mom for putting up with everything that we do and following us in the sport the way she does.
Yeah.
Remember to tell your fans all they have to do is click the link and they can come on and actually talk to you, talk to K9. We do have some time. So any of those hometown fans want to chime in, Mom, you're welcome to call in too. So just hit the link and I see we got Dustin Briley, Austin Johnson, a lot of So anybody who wants to come in, just come in. So Austin, who were some of the fighters? You mentioned Caleb, but who were some of the other fighters that you might have modeled your style after, or some of the ones that you watched their fights and decided that maybe I can get a little bit here. Maybe I can get a little bit there. Who's some of your favorite fighters?
There's always. We're trying to watch the fighters at the top. I know y'all mentioned Andre Ward earlier. He was one of the greats. Y'all talk about Canelo and Caleb, all the guys in the super middleweight division right now. They're great to model your game after. Then all the guys at lightweight. You got Gervonta and Tefimo, everybody to watch. So right now, there's a lot of high-level boxing going on right now and a lot of things I can pick up from, and I'm watching every single one of them.
Okay. Now, I got to ask you, I've been thinking about this the whole time. I'm looking at you, so, you don't look like a bully. You don't look like a guy, you don't really look like a guy that's got anger management problems, but you got a nickname of ShortFuse. So I don't know where that came from, man.
Wow. Right. All right. So that kind of came about in my amateur career. I'd be in fights and I get hit with a good punch, anything like that. And everybody can see, even now, they say it to me after my fights. They'll just see something change in my eyes. Kind of like I got a short temper kind of deal. And like you said, talking to me, everything else, you never think that. When I get in that ring, my whole demeanor changes. Y'all have to go back, look some of the Facebook pictures and stuff we've got posted on our profiles. You can just see that facial expression completely change. And as soon as I get in touch with anything, it's just that fuse is lit, and I go from there.
K9, you can relate to that. I mean, look at how much your demeanor changes when you get in the ring. You want to give the man, a little wisdom here from a two-time world champion.
Yeah. So only had 10 amateur fights. ShortFuse, 10 amateur fights.
Oh wow.
He had 4.
Yeah, you only had 4. Okay.
No. I had a lot more than that. That's just what shows up on BoxRec. I probably had 70, 80 fights.
See.
I got that amateur experience. Don't worry.
It's a dirty game. I come off the streets. And I come off the streets. I was a street fighter, but I could mimic Mike Tyson to the fullest. So doing that, I did it. I watched Roy Jones. I did it. I prayed to God, and I won 2 world titles. So
that's incredible.
I had to learn that even though I would click, and I just wanted to go get everybody, that you just can't go get everybody. I couldn't have a short fuse like you.
It's dangerous. You got to have patience behind it. We call it a controlled anger. You got to come forward with that pressure, but you got to be smart about it because those little gloves, anything can happen. You get caught.
There you go. Now, if you had only 4 amateur fights like we thought, then we wouldn't believe what you was talking about. We know you know what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah. I've had my fair share of everything on both sides of it. Being in control of fights, and then in the amateurs, you can learn. You can lose.
Yes.
And,
how many fights did you lose in the amateurs? How many did you win? Did you win national tournaments?
Oh, yeah. I went to plenty of national tournaments. I got multiple silver gloves. I went to...
Yeah.
But I had my bronze medal in my junior Olympics. I lost to Leon Lawson. So he was huge at the time. And
he's from out here. He out here from
he's a Michigan guy.
Yeah, my guy.
But I was in all the amateur tournaments from regional to national level, so I had a lot of experience, high level stuff. I didn't take it as seriously as I wish I would have looking back on it.
Yeah.
Because I have a whole different kind of dedication now to the sport and learning everything.
Yeah.
So any advice to any young guys, start young, really pay attention to the pro styles and learn from that.
Who was your trainer? Who was your manager? And who your
my trainer, manager, a little bit of everything right now is my father. He's taking care of everything.
Okay.
We're not signed with anybody. We're staying independent. We've done a great job with it. We have a huge fan base that we sell a lot of tickets with. We're pretty independent as far as we have our own photographers. We're making our own merchandise, everything. So we've got a whole team together. And if somebody wants to come along and help us out with that, we're welcome to sign with them. But right now, we don't have to have anybody.
I got you. Mm-hmm. Well, you know, I'm currently training Ben Askren. You know, Ben Askren.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He about to whoop Jake Paul.
Hey, I hope so.
Right. Yeah. So. Yeah,
y'all send all that money y'all betting on him to me. I'll take care of it for you.
You taking Jake Paul?
I'm taking any bets that y'all have against Ben. That anybody say Ben win, I'm taking those bets. Yeah, I'm taking them. Yeah, I'm taking Jake.
You taking
Jake? I'm taking Jake. I'm taking Jake.
What's your thought process behind that?
My thought process is that I watch K9 train Ben.
Yeah.
And Ben can't come to the dance. He has no. He had bad footwork before you got there. I don't know how you thought you was going to change it. I mean, bad footwork is bad. And it looked like he'd been practicing that bad footwork for quite some time.
Hey, you better read what Dale said. And they're telling you, Team K now, boy.
Hey, but see, it's Team K9. The team is getting in the ring, not K9. Now, if K9 was getting in the ring against Jake Paul,
different story.
We have a whole different story. So
hey, listen. But Ben, remember now, Ben is he's a actual fighter, a real fighter. Jake Paul isn't a real fighter. He only had 2 pro fights.
You know, I know Ben's more of a wrestler. But at the end of the day, he's an athlete and he's a real fighter.
Yeah.
And so that's why I'm backing him.
Which one you say?
I said I'm backing Askren.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, I see you.
You heard that? Yeah. Real fighter.
Hey,
I'm getting this game together.
I think Jake is just like Canelo. While he's making that money, he ain't gonna take no chance. He ain't going in there with nobody that he thinks might have a chance to beat him. Now after he gets a little bit down the line and they start offering him less than $600,000 for a fight, when they start offering him $100,000 and stuff like that, it might not be the same, Jake. But right now, Jake ain't taking no chances in there with somebody that he thinks he can lose. Not yet. Like you say, he only had 2 fights. Now maybe around fight 5 or 6, he might take a chance. But right now, he's fighting people that he knows. I'll bet Las Vegas right now has Jake at least as a 7-1 favorite right now.
Well, probably so, but they have been wrong before.
Yeah, they have been wrong before, but you can count the number of millionaires that come out of Las Vegas.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, look here, Clarissa Shields just bet a big portion of her purse on herself in her last fight.
I bet she did.
She did. She did. It was announced before the fight.
Okay.
She bet a big part. So. Yeah, so I mean,
that's
this
a different ball game. That's a different ball game. We talk about
this fight. Fight, Jake is betting on himself. Okay, just like Canelo bet on himself in his last fight. But we ain't gonna go into that. Right now we talking to Tyler. Tyler, now
Yeah. ShortFuse. Who was your
let me
favorite fighter? Somebody said, who was your favorite fighter? Your
Favorite fighter? Oh
Yeah.
man, there's a lot of them, and somebody active right now. Somebody like Manny Pacquiao, a little
Okay.
older but still active. But
Yeah.
just the amount of volume and everything he
Yeah.
puts on his punches. Then Canelo, just it's like he's got two different careers at this point. It's like young Canelo, and then like everything he's doing now, just like
Yeah.
before the Floyd fight and after the Floyd fight, really.
Yeah.
And I just think it's awesome to watch these top level guys progress even further. And like I said, I'm always trying to look at those guys and take from them,
Yes.
keep
How
growing
do
my
you
own
feel?
game.
How do you feel about Errol Spence? Errol Spence, man,
Oh, awesome.
just
Hey,
like
the truth.
and then he came back and fought against Danny Garcia. I didn't think he was gonna win that fight. He went out
Nah,
knocking
I thought it
uh,
was gonna be a great fight for sure. I thought Danny Garcia really had a chance in that, but Spence looked great. Just really controlled the fight with his jab, and man, just kind of took it over. That's what
Yeah.
Garcia was saying after the fight. He just couldn't control his jab. So Spence controlled the distance the whole time and couldn't do anything with it.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. So when are you fighting again? When you supposed to be fighting?
Well, that's the thing right now. We just finished up a fight last week, and we don't have anything scheduled on the books, but we're kind of just taking calls and everything else and waiting on when we can get that next date. But hopefully it'll be soon.
So you said you and your team are getting in fights right now?
Uh-huh.
Okay, and we're at in
Yeah.
Nashville?
Well, we're getting fights in Nashville. We might go back out to Tampa. We fought in Tampa, Florida. We've been fighting in Biloxi, Mississippi a lot. We've been trying to travel around a little bit. One might be in the works for Key West in Florida too.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely down for that one. That's a fight and a vacation all in one after you handle business.
Right,
But
right. And you said your dad is actually your manager, your trainer. He's your
yes,
everything.
sir.
Okay.
Yeah, he's taking care of everything right now. His
Okay.
phone's always ringing. Always got some boxing stuff going on. So
Okay. So he know the game. Then are y'all following the same blueprint Mayweather followed and Canelo followed?
well, right now, I don't know which blueprint it is that we're trying to follow. We're staying independent, keep on growing,
Yeah.
and if we can get in with one of the big guys, we'll do it. But
Yeah.
until then, like I said, we're just gonna stay independent and keep on growing, grow the fan base, grow the record, everything we need.
Okay.
I tell you what, you're in a great city that
great
where
city.
you can promote.
Yeah.
I mean, you got the music there. Like you said, you don't have the fans. How is things in Nashville now? I'm sure it's more the locals than you were used to being around a couple of years ago.
Oh yeah, with COVID protocols and everything, it's slowed down downtown quite a lot. On Broadway, it used to be packed every night. Don't get me wrong, it's slowly getting back to that, but it's really killed a lot of the entertainment industry around us.
Yeah, Nashville is known, but you do have the base there, like I said, and you even said yourself, Caleb Plant, great young man. Even though he went through a lot of trials and tribulations, Nashville is, if you could possibly be a champion, you could have that banner out there, home of champions, as well as country music.
Yeah, that's what we want to grow Tennessee into as well. I know Tennessee boxing there for a long time didn't have a whole lot going for it.
Right.
And some of the guys around here, we're starting to really build that back up. So that's something we're proud of.
Yeah. Now, have all most of you guys, do you keep in touch with each other through the amateurs, or is it, I see there's a lot of Tennessee people that in the chat room, So I mean, is that your base?
That's a lot of my base in the comments and everything else. But through the amateurs around here, I'm not in touch with a ton of them. Like I said, we try to stay in touch with all the pros and help each other out, sparring in each other's camps, anything we can do.
Yeah. As speaking of that, what matchup does ShortFuse want to see in 2021? And who was your pound for pound fighter?
Oh man, you got Tefimo and Cambosa.
Okay.
Cambosa, the one with DeBella, that's a good fight I want to see because I feel like Cambosa is actually got a better chance in that fight than a lot of people give him credit for. He's a dog.
Yeah.
And then I want to see Gervonta fight somebody else, but I'm not sure which one I want to see him fight, whether it's Haney or Garcia.
Yeah.
What do you think about him fighting Mario?
What's that?
Mario's
What
boss.
do you think
Mario,
about
coming up in weight a little bit. I'd like to see how he handles that. Fighting as low as 130, they'd fight at 140, wouldn't they?
Yeah, probably. I'm thinking 140.
Well, Tank
Right.
walks around pretty big anyways, so I think that'd be a really interesting fight to see how he handles the size difference of the guy. And I know a lot of people don't give Barrios credit, but I know he's a good fighter too.
Yeah, I think Ryan Garcia. Now, don't get me wrong. You know,
here you go.
I want to hear your opinion on Garcia.
I think Ryan Garcia is the man. If there's any of them out there that could beat him, it would be Ryan Garcia because he has a good left hook.
Yeah, Garcia, I didn't have a whole lot of respect for him before that Campbell fight.
Yeah.
And he got a lot of respect from me, getting hit by Campbell like that, getting back up from it, then get back up and controlling the fight. But that's definitely a fight I would love to see.
Yes. I mean, I'm serious, man, because, I'm a southpaw killer. I lost my first fight to a southpaw, and I know how to fight southpaws. So if you got a good left hook or a good overhand right, that's a southpaw killer. And one thing that Ryan Garcia has is a good sneaky left hook.
Yeah, he snaps that thing in there. It's fast.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. So
that's probably my best bunch too, is that left hook. I generate a lot of power off of. That's what I hurt my last guy with, is I go to the body a lot, a whole lot. And I've dropped 2 or 3 guys now with left hooks to the body, so I'm going to keep on rolling with that.
Man, you got to. Yeah, you got to, especially against southpaws.
Oh, yeah, throw that front. Yeah, they got that liver out there waiting for you, out there in the front.
So your favorite punch is the hook, a left hook?
Yeah, that's probably the punch I get the most power out of. I'm really working on my left hand in general, throwing multiple punches with it. Throw your jab in there, then flip it right back over into hooks and everything else. Control the distance with your left hand, and then really drop that power shot on them.
Okay. So your favorite punch is the left hook?
Yeah, for sure.
Ooh, that's good. That's good. Do you consider yourself a boxer or a knockout artist?
I like to think I'm somewhere in the middle. I'm more of a fighter, knockout guy, I feel like, but that's what I've really been working on since I went pro, was upping my boxing IQ and just becoming more of a boxer, because the top guys, that's what you're going to have. I mean, don't get me wrong. At the end of the day, we're high cardio, high volume guys, and we can win fights with that. But to fight those top level guys, you got to have all those attributes and be a good boxer too. So.
Yeah.
K9, remember, he's 10-0.
Yes.
With 6 knockouts.
Absolutely.
Rewind that again. 10-0, 6 knockouts.
So now what I want to know then, I want to know. That's 60. That's 60%. Yes, absolutely. So I want to know now, have you ever been touched in a pro yet? Because I know when Mayweather got touched and he was bleeding a little bit, he panicked. He said, I can't believe it. What am I going to do?
No, I actually had a fight. I had a fight in that Chattanooga fight where I got hit with a sneaky little uppercut, and I didn't feel like I was even hurt, but it was a little flash, like one of those little flash knockdowns, you know what I mean? Where I kind of went, that was my first knockdown. That's one of the best learning lessons I could ever have. I got back up and controlled the fight, won every round, no doubt. But just actually being touched like that, I've learned so much, just even in training, working on my defense. That's probably our next thing, is getting that defense where it needs to be. Because our offense can control the fight, the defense.
Yeah.
So that's what we're working on.
So do your dad have any experience as a trainer, or is he learning on the job?
We've been learning on the job. He wasn't my first coach. Obviously, I was trained with Richie Plant, and then I went with a guy named Chris Beasley. He does a lot of MMA guys around Nashville now, another great guy. And then I had another coach named Fred Dulay with Austin Dulay, who's signed by PBC.
Okay.
And so I had those 3 coaches. And then finally, after about 3 or 4 years, we felt like we had seen enough, learned enough to where we could go out on our own. And that's what we did. And we've been very successful with it so far.
So y'all just used everybody and said, "Oh, we want now."
Exactly. Nah, we're I know about all that, but we're like I said, we just like to think we're very self-aware. We like to take what works from everybody. If it works, we're gonna use it.
Yeah. No, that's smart. That's kind of like seem like that's what Devin Haney them been doing. They go this trainer, that trainer. They get what they could to help them, whatever, and that, and they move on, and it's all good, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went out to Houston sparring, and we've been working with Bobby Benton and some of them.
Okay.
So hopefully we can get in with them some. I know we're going to fly back out there either in April or May.
Yeah.
And get some work in with them, work on some defensive stuff. That way we can take it back home and really put the hours in on it.
You mentioned Austin Trout too.
Yeah, I heard you say that. Austin Trout a little too big for you though. What was you doing sparring with him?
You get a guy like that in the gym down there, you got to get in there with him. I don't care what size he is.
Yeah.
We got some really good work in down there.
Y'all working for real?
Oh yeah, we're working.
Okay, I'm talking about working.
Working. I'd like to think we were working, but I don't think either one of us was really in there trying to slug anything like that. We were just getting good quality work in, good sharp work. So
okay.
Yeah.
So y'all was working then. Y'all was just
Nah, it's not like we were in there going after it. There's just whole different levels as far, and I guess we get some of that in too, though. Don't worry.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. No, as long as you learning, that's all that matters. You know, he's a bigger dude anyway than you, so you know, as long as you learn, that's all that matters. Yeah.
Yes.
When you got your last fight, was it was it a limit on how many people can be there? Because you know with this COVID, a lot of people are not able to come to the fights. Did they allow?
Yeah. We had about 500 people in there, and we were following a lot of the restrictions, but it was still a packed house. And we packed all 500 in there. We sold it out, and it worked out really well. Then we went to Mississippi. They had the table spread out as they're supposed to be, some of the mask stuff going on. So it's got us into smaller venues. We can't sell out the big venues like we want to, but as long as we can have fans there, that's really important to us.
Hey, have you ever thought about trying to since you got a fan base like that, have you ever thought about putting your own fight card on pay-per-view?
Oh yeah, that's something we'd always be into. Yeah, for sure.
I mean, because I fought on pay-per-view, you know, we got somebody to put everything together, and I actually did well. You know, a couple thousand views. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's money right there, especially they paying $19.99, $29.99. I know Christian Shields' fight was on pay-per-view. I think it was for $29.99, and they set it up themselves. You know, you probably could do the same thing and make a whole bunch of money and really grow your audience and you know do well.
That's something we've talked about there in the past, is actually getting ShortFuse promotions and everything into the game like a lot of these guys do. And like we have our own media guys and everything. They've got the cameras. That's something that we could do. Yeah. But we haven't got it in the works yet. But it's something we probably want to do here in the future.
Absolutely. You keep winning though, man. You seem like a real bright young man.
Well, thank you.
Very, very smart. You got your stuff together. You know, a lot of these young guys, man, they wait to get there and then they want to, you know, get out here.
Yeah.
Before you get there, and that's smart, man. I take my hat off to you.
Well, thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
that's something we've heard from a lot of people here recently. As we start to get to those double digits and everything else, that we're kind of ahead of the game, and so that's why we're sitting back, not rushing anything. Is because we feel like we're in a good spot, and like you said, just keep on winning and go from there.
And how old are you again?
I'm 21. Turned 21 in November.
Yeah, that's good. Oh yeah,
that's why I keep hearing I'm a baby in the game.
Oh man, yes. Hey, keep up the good work, man. Got to try to get you some commercials and stuff, man. You know.
One of these days, I'm working on it, little by little.
Oh yeah. You got time, definitely. Yeah.
Tyler, I got to ask you. You fought last week, right?
Yes, sir.
How much weight have you put on since your
I
fight?
I probably put on about 15 plus pounds. I I weighed in at 135, and I was 152 on fight day. Just put it on quick. Just hydrate. I know you probably know all about that, K9.
Yes. Yes. I come in 2 weight classes bigger than I was when I got in there. I have way more power and strength than my opponent. Normally, only person that I got in the ring with was bigger than me. Day after the day of the fight was Charlo. Only one.
Oh, Charlo's big old dude too. So.
Man, big dude. He got in there, boy. The next day he was like King Kong in there.
That's somebody like Jarrett Hurd. I wonder what he weighs in on fight day.
Oh my goodness, exactly.
Oh.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Them two might be the biggest guys for us the next day. You know, because you remember heavyweights can walk around weighing what they want to weigh.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna beat.
Oh, I wish.
Yeah.
If only I was a bigger guy, I guess. Oh.
Well. Tell me this. Now, you just said that you put on about 17 pounds.
Roughly, yes, sir.
K9, you mentioned a couple fights, or at least one fight, I think, where you said that you had to lose 17 pounds or more. So, how much weight is too much?
Well, that's a tricky question there. It's really just the way I gauge it is where I can be in shape and still have that weight on me. Like, there's a certain weight that I get to where I'm running and my legs feel heavy. I get in there sparring and I feel a little out of shape. That's the point where it's too much weight. But as long as I can be about 155, 57 pounds, I still have all my muscle. I'm still cut up, everything else. And making that fight weight isn't too hard. It doesn't deplete me to a point where I have a bad performance. So that's that fine line that you kind of walk being a professional athlete, is not only the fight, the preparation, everything that goes with it, but you've got that weight cut where you have to cut it correctly. I know there's a lot of guys out there cutting it wrong, and sometimes that does factor into their performance. So you got to walk that line and make sure you get it right on all accounts.
Yeah. Let me say this real quick. I lost 36 pounds one time in 3 weeks.
Oh, see, yeah, we ain't done that.
It was terrible. I lost the fight terribly. When the referee stopped the fight, I was happy. I was like, man, why you wait so long? Oh my goodness. I'd never do it ever again in life. I learned from that though. See, one thing about me, I learned. The first time I learned, I don't do it again.
Yeah, there you go.
We got to say to this young man and about this young man, it's like a lot of these people or these guests we get on the show, they come on, they just think they already did it and already made it, man. And they don't actually tell nobody that they on the show. I remember when I first came on the show with JK, man, I would tell the whole world, man, I'm gonna be on the show tonight. Y'all make sure y'all tap in. They used to have the whole world, Detroit in the building. Am I right, JK?
Yep. Yeah.
And one thing he did and one thing he's done is done the same thing. So I take my hat off to you big time for that.
Hey, well, thank you, man. Appreciate that.
Star. Before you become a star, you already a star, brother.
Hey, thank you, man. We're gonna continue to run it too. We're gonna have people watching it tomorrow and the next day. Absolutely. But it's great. I appreciate everybody checking in tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. You supposed to preserve. Look, if you want to promote your own self, then you ain't gonna be nothing in boxing. You know what I mean? You gotta get out there and be hungry, and you showing that you're hungry. Ask JK, man, I was hungry.
I'm starving. Absolutely, I'm starving.
It don't just have to be in boxing, K9. You have to be the same way in life.
Absolutely.
If you want to grab that ring, you can't grab the ring if you don't reach for it.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So, Tyler, it was really glad meeting you, and like I said, man, as long as you keep that last name Tomlin, all you gotta do is look back there. So
hey, I love the Steelers. I love the Steelers, except when they're playing the Titans, because y'all always find a way to beat us.
Hey, but what we needed was that guy that you got in the backfield. If we had him,
oh man, we gotta give my boy AJ Brown some credit too. We got a good core right now.
Yeah, you have a good core. You're just kind of in a division that's kind of I mean, you have a good shot, but you got to look at the quarterbacks in your division. But
hopefully we get Sean out of here. Hopefully Sean goes somewhere else.
as far as your running game and your passing game, yeah, you're definitely on the right track. You might need a little help at tight end.
Mhm.
Well, did you guys got Janu, don't you?
Well, we actually didn't sign him, so he's going into free agency, and somebody's probably going to pay him a lot of money. I don't know.
Yeah.
We got enough to match anything.
Oh, okay. But well, what did you think about that run last year, man? I mean, I can talk a little football to you. I can't talk football to K9 because he lives in Detroit, and that enough
Oh,
said.
hey, I mean, y'all got Jared Goff, y'all got some picks. Maybe y'all do all right. But yeah, no, Titans had a great season last year. Didn't make it anywhere in the playoffs. We finally got off of that 9-7. That's what we've been stuck on forever. Even though we had that deep playoff run, but that's really what matters is the playoff. Regular season doesn't matter.
Yeah. So, Tyler, give us your final thoughts for the evening, my man, and make sure you tell everybody where they can find you on social media, and
Oh yeah, absolutely.
let us know when you get ready for that next fight. We look for you to go 11-0, and hey, we'll be maybe next time we won't have the feedback, but
Oh
it
yeah,
was
we got it figured out though. It ended up all working out. Now I just
yeah.
appreciate y'all having me on. Appreciate everybody in Cheatham County that tuned in tonight and is going to tune in later and watch and see what we had to say. Y'all can find me, of course, on Facebook, just at Ty Tomlin, my Facebook page, Tyler ShortFuse Tomlin. Then you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Ty_Tomlin123.
Yeah.
Ty, I'm going to find you on Facebook. I'll friend you. You friend me back, and
Yes, sir. I'll do it.
and we'll post. We'll make sure that we post the podcast on your page.
Yep.
Awesome.
Actually, appreciate it, my brother. If you ever need
Yeah.
an advisor, you and your dad, hit me up.
Hey, I got you. We'll shoot you a message sometime. I appreciate y'all having me on. It's great to meet y'all, and we'll do it again one day.
All right, my boy, Dawg's us. Yeah. My man.
All right, my man. Yeah. Mario has some great guys, man. You have to give Mario a lot of credit. He has a lot of good young fighters coming, and he always manages to let us have a couple of them on the show. K9, we missed you last week, man. Of course, as you know, I try to hold it down, but one thing I cannot hold down, though, is K9's corner. You got to do that. You got to do that yourself. I can't help you.
Listen, yes, at K9's corner. I just like to say, man, congrats to everybody that's beat COVID. Yes, you yourself, me.
I got them too. I got both of mine. I'm cool.
Hey, so for all my dogs, everybody that's still alive, that's well, strong, prayed up, man. I just like to congratulate y'all from not losing your mind in these crazy days where they talking about Black Lives Matter, they talking about all lives matter. I just like to say, man, I appreciate everybody for their strength, the support, for praying, and for not losing their mind, man. So that's what I want to say at K9's Corner. I'm just happy that everybody is alive and we made it through. It's like the Bible said, we're more than conquerors, and it's absolutely true. We're more than conquerors. And you done got your second shot, huh? So you'd have been okay without a shot? I just want to know, do you think you could have did it without one?
Yeah. I think I could have. I mean,
I got you.
You got to remember, I spent most of my time, most of my life taking risks.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me JK, before you finish saying that, let me say this to her, his moms. Let's tell her and we thank her, Mandy K. Tomlin, from having her on, and we wish you the best.
Yes.
Yes.
Definitely. We always love to be in touch with the families. A couple of the guys that we've had on, we've had mothers and fathers on. So we thank you for having a young man as bright and as willing to strap on the gloves
Yeah,
and face the world.
yeah,
So
yeah.
thank you for having
Absolutely.
a warrior. You
Right.
know,
That's right.
so
Dog.
yeah.
That's right. Dog us. Hey, so we gotta
Thank you, Super Mac. Super Mac gave us a donation. We
yeah.
got to thank Mac Super.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
absolutely. He said, so when Paul Team prank called you, did those idiots actually think your legal first name was K9? Probably so. Probably so. Because they actually had me on there barking, so they probably did think that. You know, Emmanuel Stewart too. Emmanuel Stewart said, "Man, you should name yourself K9 because everybody know you by K9. K9 Bundrage." Yeah, yeah. Well, we like to thank you though, Mac Super Mac, man, for the super chat, man. We appreciate you, man. One love, man, and keep tapping in. Dogs us. Yeah,
No, no. Getting back to the COVID shot though, I took the shot for two
yeah.
reasons.
Okay,
Number one,
okay.
I've been on this earth close to 3/4 of a century. I'm 74 years old, so
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
anything that says I can wake up one more day,
Uh-huh.
I'm down with it. You okay?
Yeah, exactly.
And I mean, as far as all of the rest of the stuff, hey, I spent time in the army, I spent time in
Right.
jail, so
Yeah,
I mean, as far as injections and whether somebody want to track me or they got whatever they want to call it, hey,
yeah,
the way I feel about it is like this, K9.
yeah,
From the ages of 18 to 33,
yeah.
I had the best in the world trying to kill me.
Wow.
I'm still here. So
Yeah,
like I told you a long time ago, I
yeah,
think it would be a sin
yeah.
for me to come before God and tell him, well, after all the trials and tribulations you took me through, I died from a damn virus.
Right.
So I mean,
Yeah,
hey, I mean that's just between me and God, though. I mean, that's that's how I'm thinking.
yeah,
You didn't left me here too long, you
yeah.
know, for me to
Right.
like do something stupid. So
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
if I was 30 years old, if I
yeah,
was 25 years, it would be a whole different story.
yeah.
But I'm trying to live to be 101. So if they got another shot out there that they want me to take, I'm gonna
Yeah.
take that one too. You know.
You trying to live, man. Hey, I ain't mad at you. Hey, I see my dog Kevin. I
Yeah.
train Kevin, right? So I be getting Kevin right, man. And so Kevin trying to get me right. Appreciate the super chat, Kev. One love, my brother.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we definitely have to give Kevin back on too. It's been quite a while since we've talked to Kevin on the show or even on Facebook.
yeah. Hey,
Uh,
Kevin. Yeah, absolutely. Kevin, do you want to ask any questions though? He might have donated the largest super chat out of anybody so far too. Kevin, appreciate that. Yeah, I know Kevin is a good MMA fighter too, though.
yeah, yeah.
He kick
You know,
real good.
K9,
Mhm.
hold it down for a minute. I got something
Okay.
I wanted to show you. Hold it down for 1 second.
All right. Oh yeah. Yeah. So dogs are us. Where my dogs at? Mad Dog. I just like your picture, boy. K9 with the gloves on. I love it. Yes, I love it. Hey, Steady G313, what's happening? Mac, Super Mac. Yeah, dogs are us. Hey, stay ready so you don't gotta get ready. Hey, for real, for real. We need more good trainers out here. We need more good people out here. Stop fighting over color. If a person's a good person, don't be mad at a person because another person look like that person and think that that person is like that person. Everybody's different. I might look like I'm a gangster, but that don't mean I am just because I might look like one, you know? And everybody that got to sign up ain't probably hungry, but if God put on your heart to give them something, give them something. Even if you saw somebody else putting the money in their pocket after they had a bankroll and puts more money in their pocket, don't make it stop you from wanting to give to the next person who might really, really be hungry. Everybody is somebody, man. For real. Yeah. I'm just happy to be alive, man. Every day I wake up, man, and I just be happy and thankful because I wasn't, supposed to be here. My mama told me when I was a baby that they broke in the house, had guns up to her, and said, "Hey, give me all the money. Where the money at? Where the drugs at?" And they was gonna drop me in a hot boiling water. And she said, "Oh, it's right here. It's right there. It's right." So I'm here. Been shot at 1,000 times and got hit by no bullets. Never got hit. All God. All God. Not guys out on the streets for nothing. Thought it was cool. Could have got shot. Could have got killed. Could have went to jail for life. But God spared me. Knew I was ignorant. Look at me now. A world champion. Not once, but twice. Thought I was the man. Thought I was a player. Faithful now. Married. Got kids. Wow. You know what I mean? Living a family life. Used to be out every day, all day. Didn't come home until late. Blowed. Trying to get rid of my house. My wife wouldn't know I was blowed. Came home. Got cussed out. Nah, come home. Can't wait to get home. Can't wait to get home. Sober. Working hard. You don't work, you don't eat. Yeah. Man, Dawg's us. Hashtag Jesus for life. Yeah, I don't know what James done went. Maybe he went to go boo-boo. Hey. Oh, man. Hey, JK, where you go? They was asking about you, man. They say they had another shot for you. They had another corona shot for you.
Huh? Hey. As a matter of fact, I'm going to acupuncture tomorrow. I take acupuncture too, and I take acupuncture twice a month. Because like I said, right now, I'm taking 13 pills a day.
Wow, 13 pills. Man, I gotta read this though. Hey, listen,
without acupuncture, I'd be taking 16.
Hey, listen, let's read Kevin's statement before you overdose.
No, I just appreciate you guys and your contribution for inspiring people and spreading the word of God. Telling people your story gives people self-reflection, which is key to success. Hard work, discipline, integrity, morals, and integrity. Thank you both for your time and wise words.
Yes, absolutely. Appreciate you, Kevin. Yes, indeed. Hashtag Dawg's us.
Yeah. So, I'm not into needles, but like I said, things that help ease my pain, where I don't have to, take another pill.
Yeah,
I'm fine. I would be much better off if I could, smoke a half ounce a day, but unfortunately, I don't have that kind of money. But hey,
hey, man, hey, man, hashtag Jesus for life. Yep, man, this has been a great show, man. As usual, man. I'm happy that people tapped in, man. We appreciate the super chat. We just appreciate life. Like JK said, man, he just want to live to see 101. It's all about life. You gotta live, man. Live. And let live. If a person want to be out here, to be honest with you, they want to be gay, they want to smoke weed, they want to drink, let God be the judge. And we just stay out the way and stay in our own lane. Stay in your own lane, man. Do you.
Yeah.
Say, do you. But don't do on the others in a bad way. Because it might come back to haunt you. I believe in karma. Do you?
Yes, I do. I believe in karma, but karma is kind of like judging a fight.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank all thank all you guys that are giving me a thank you for the service. I
Yeah,
appreciate it. Things have really changed, since the 70s when we came
yeah,
back, and we weren't treated that bad, but I mean, we were treated very badly, but I got my revenge, so I can't
yeah,
really, say I can't. Like I say, I've been in 3 wars and 4 penitentiaries, so hey,
yeah,
I got my revenge. So it may be karma. I'm
yeah.
living. I got 1 kidney, had a couple heart attacks, but
Man,
I wake up in the
man,
morning every day
yeah.
and I say thank you, and you
Jesus.
know.
Yeah,
I,
yeah,
whatever it helps me make it to Wednesday, I'm glad for that. And then when I wake up Thursday, I'm glad again. When I wake up Friday, I'm glad again. So I spend every day rejoicing. I'm not mad. So we
yeah.
can't hear
Absolutely,
you.
guys. Absolutely, guys. Yeah,
April 17th is that? Where's that going to be?
that's gonna be in Atlanta. They actually just put it up. The fight gonna be in Atlanta. Yeah,
Who
we in
just?
Atlanta. Yeah, Ben Askren versus Jake Paul.
Oh, that's going to be in Atlanta.
Yeah, Atlanta at the stadium.
Ah, well,
Yeah,
you know what? If April 17th, I might see y'all there. I got a little brother there that he's my little brother. That's all I can say. Anyway,
yeah,
but
yeah, yeah,
you know, uh,
yeah,
yeah, if it's in Atlanta, April 17th, keep in touch with me, K9, and
yeah,
hey man, let me. I might meet you down there.
yeah. Hey, let's make it happen. Hey,
Yeah.
K9, I think you have a future in preaching. Come on, somebody, after your boxing and coaching career, people listen to you. God is speaking through you.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
huh?
think about that.
Yeah,
Angel Man Freddie does it. You got quite a few.
yeah,
I believe. I mean, you really look at the landscape of boxing now. You have quite a few older boxers that have turned to
yeah,
preaching or at
yeah.
least spreading the
George
word.
Foreman?
Preaching. You can spread the word without being a preacher. So I mean,
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
yeah, yeah.
Is Ashton getting her sparring? Yeah, he's sparring me and Lil K9. And he's sparring
Mercedes,
heavyweight.
Mercedes, Mercedes-Benz Stadium. It might still be a little colder in Atlanta in April, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. We gonna find out. Hey, we gonna make it hot though. We gonna make it hot. Hey,
Yeah, I might see what's up with that April 17th.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Go
Keep
ahead.
it. Put it in your calendar. Let me know. If I got an extra ticket or whatever, I'm gonna get you in though, a pass or something.
Yeah, well, if I I'm looking at Southwest and seeing what the airfare costs, and
Yeah,
hey man, Kevin says no, it'll be warm.
yeah,
Well,
absolutely.
I know it's supposed to be
Yeah,
because the first day of spring is March 21st. So
yeah.
I know what it's supposed to be,
Oh
but
yeah, yeah.
I
Exactly.
also know that the first day of spring we got snow in Pittsburgh every year too. So
Yeah,
I'm just saying,
yeah,
hey,
right.
you know.
Yeah,
So yeah, well, hey man, it's been a great show.
yeah,
Glad to see you back. Are you heading back out that way before the
yeah,
fight?
yeah, yeah. Definitely, definitely. I know something like probably in the next couple of days. I just actually got a text from being Askren, giving me the thumbs up. I just told him, to stay focused. Basically, work on that balance. So, we own it. Yeah, we own it. Everything is good. God is good.
What you might want to do is have him listen to a little 50 Cent, 21 questions. But
Right.
that's that's,
Yeah. Hey, one love. But
see,
man,
they may be fully open from what I hear. Florida and Texas open, and 100. Yeah, you mean Florida, Texas, and Mississippi are actually all
yeah,
open up 100%.
yeah.
Um,
I'm definitely
and
gonna make that happen.
Well, one thing now, they say that if you've had both shots, you can be around more people.
Yeah.
They still want you to wear a mask, of course. Which that's a hell of a thing. When I was young and robbing banks, they used to put my ass in jail for robbing a mask. Now I can wear one every day.
Hey, listen, I've been lately myself, boy. It's crazy.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah.
I walk in there now and say, "Put your hands up and get on the ground." They look at me like I'm crazy. What you talking about?
You can't go without a mask. You can't go to the bank without a mask.
Yeah, that's what I said. Everybody got a mask.
Get it? Yeah.
They think I was trying to prank them. It's like, it's like,
Man.
get on up out of here.
Exactly. Man, wait April Fool's Day with a mask on.
Yeah, hey, what a difference 40 years makes. What the hell?
Exactly.
Hey, but
guys, being all day. He said, "What's your prediction on the fight?" Being Askren all day by unanimous decision.
Okay.
Yeah.
And like I said, all y'all that's betting on Ben, send me the money because we need money for we need money for the show, and I'll make sure that I plow it right back in. Don't worry about it. You'll see a big donation up there on the side. And you'll keep us on the show for many more years. So I just told you, K9, I got 27 more years to do this.
Yes.
So
man, you sharp.
Yeah. So if you want to come along with me, I got room in the wagon.
Yeah.
All right, I'm out of here. You can find me on Facebook.
Yes.
James E. King III. Under that, you'll also find the Pugilist Corner. You'll find the Dog Pound with K9 Bundrage. And if y'all just want to talk a little politics and really get on my bad side, you can come on Monday, and we can talk to the political consciousness, the West Coast Steeler fan, which is me, and look for it to an imperfect union. So K9, that's all my information, man. Give me yours, and let's hit the highway, man.
Oh man, yes, you can find me at K9 Boxing on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. My K9, my website is K9 Boxing Fitness. It'll be up soon. Oh man, I'll see you next Tuesday on the Dog Pound, my guy.
Hey, I can't bark, but I do have a little bite.
Make sure y'all like and subscribe and share. It's like Kevin said at K9 Boxing. Yeah.
All right, you have a good night, my man. I'm out.
Cheers.